All right, today we are going to look at two different golf grip trainers. These are supposed to help your golf swing, help your positioning on your golf club so your hands are positioned in the correct spot. I have right here the Skills brand is yellow. Skills is SKLZ. The other one is honharo. It's a blue one here. And the main difference, I'm going to actually get closer so I can show you guys up close because I realize these are kind of small to be doing from behind the desk. All right, so we got this yellow one here. You can see it's got the holes in here that you're going to put your hand in here and your thumb can actually touch your club while this is on. This blue one here doesn't have any holes, and you put your thumb here and there's more of a groove going across. Before I get these on the club, I want to go over a few things that I found when I was using them. This one, with how it's molded and going all the way back and slightly arched all the way back, and then the arching on this side, when I put my thumb here, like this is the most natural feeling in the world to me. Like the grooves run from your fingers all the way back down here to behind this other one. It just, when I put this on a club and actually hold it, it feels incredibly natural. The yellow one, you can see it doesn't have the grooves going all the way back. It basically just has two little rubber tabs sticking up on both sides here that your thumb is supposed to go on either side of. And then you have the holes right here where your thumb is going to push in and you're actually going to feel the club underneath. The other thing to mention is there's arrows at the top here. Oops, that's backwards. So these arrows, basically, when you put them on your club, the arrow should point down towards the bottom of your club. That's how you know that you have it facing the right direction. Lastly, you can see the yellow one is quite a bit smaller. It's shorter and it looks like a little bit thinner. And if you look at the back here, this plastic's a little bit thicker here versus this one. This one's a little thinner plastic. So those are good things to keep in mind when you're comparing the two of these, what these are actually going to look like. So let me go ahead and put these on my clubs. For my clubs, and your results may vary, but where my brand name is right here, if I have the arrow pointing right at the brand name, it pretty much lines it up directly down the club, where that arrow lines up with that and just kind of continues straight down. So check your club to see if that matches up. If it does, it's great because it'll be really easy for you to put these on and off. When you take it, put it back on, you just know exactly where you're supposed to aim. Now let me get the one on the yellow guy here. All right. So first off, I want to say I am not a good golfer. I'm a terrible golfer. I enjoy golf, but I'm not very good at it. My swing, after using these for about 20 minutes on each one of these at the driving range, I realized I was doing a few things completely wrong. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping that it helps my swing. It seemed to help already just from the 20 minutes I was out there for each one of these earlier today. So I would definitely recommend them, no matter what skill level you're at, but especially if you're like me, if you enjoy golf, you might not be good at it, but you enjoy it, you want to get out there, and you want to improve. Everybody wants to improve. Golf is a game where everyone's always improving. Even the best are always improving. So right here, I've got this on here. This is kind of awkward doing it up for the camera, but we'll go ahead and do it. When I put my thumb right here, this is just incredibly natural for me. And actually, this hand, I never really had a problem with. This is how I would typically hold the club. Like I said, the groove, when I hold this, I can feel the groove going all the way down through the palm of my hand almost on both sides. Like, to me, it's incredibly natural. The part that I struggled with is this other bump here on your left hand. Your thumb is supposed to go behind that and go further down. So you're basically getting this, the bump is basically in the V of your hand here, and your thumb is running down the side. When I hold it like this feels really natural to me. When I have the two together, it doesn't feel that natural to me. Basically, my thumb is pointing more off to the right side, and then this thumb is pointing off to the left side. And so for me, it didn't feel incredibly natural. But after I took some swings with it, the first couple swings were disasters, but I gave it about 20 minutes, and I was hitting it pretty solidly, and I got really used to this grip and really comfortable. So again, this one is going to stick out a little bit. I tried this with multiple clubs. This fit on all of them, driver all the way down to my wedges. The only one you might have a problem with is your putter. If you've got a thicker handle on a putter, it might not work out quite the same. But this one right here, the grooves, everything feels incredibly natural about this one except for where this thumb is. But that's just because I wasn't holding this correctly previously. So this is the blue one. I'm going to show you the guys the yellow one now. Again, the blue one was honharo, and then this one is the Skills SKLZ. So this one you can see your actual club right through the holes right there. But unlike the other one where it has grooves going all the way down to the palm of your hand, this basically just has a couple tabs to show you what side your thumb should be on, and then you've got the part of the grip here that your thumb should be resting in. So right off the bat, put my hand here. This does feel relatively natural again. My right hand has always been kind of the one I'm used to, the initial part of the grip. I think that part of my grip was actually okay. But what this one doesn't have is, first off, I'm 6'5", so I have bigger hands. So my thumb doesn't really fit on there super well as far as touching the club underneath. So that didn't really work well for me. That would have to be much wider. So if you have very small hands, maybe this would be better for you. But for me, like, I'm not fully pressing onto the club how I would like to. The other thing is it doesn't have a groove kind of coming from here all the way back to where my palm, like the other one did. So like it feels natural to hold, but the other one definitely, it felt a lot smoother all the way through. So if I do that on the other side here, again, your hand positioning is going to feel pretty natural by putting your hand up against this tab. Where's the tab? Against this tab right here, and then your thumb in the opening down there. For me, as soon as I put this one over top though, that's where it's like having that left thumb tucked that far underneath is what seems weird to me. And it seems even more weird on this one, I think, again, just because I have very big hands. So maybe if you have smaller hands, maybe this one will work better for you. I actually think this one is telling me to put my thumb too far under my other hand, where the blue one felt a little more natural after about 20 minutes of swings. I will say after 20 minutes of swinging this one as well, these little grooves here that your thumb's in, as you swing, your thumb is kind of pushing up against the edge of the plastic on both sides here, where the hole is. And after about 20 minutes, I noticed my thumb starting to get sore right where that pushes on there. So for me, that was another kind of negative of the yellow one. Again, your results may vary based on the size of your hands and things like that. But for me, I couldn't do more than like 20 minutes because my thumb kept pressing right up against there every swing, and it started to hurt after a little while. So for me, that's where the blue one I kind of preferred a little bit more. But again, I'm going to show you guys just the tab on this one. And then on this guy, this one's more smooth all around. So while this one has a little bit wider of a grip, you don't really notice it that much. There's no holes, there's nothing. Everything is very smooth, so when you're swinging, I'm not jamming my thumb into the side of any kind of plastic. It is a little bit bigger for me, which is really nice because my thumb isn't going too far under my other hand. So I definitely, between the two, the honharo, definitely won. Again, this one I plan on bringing out with me to the golf course quite a bit more. Like I said, I did 20 minutes swinging both of these earlier today. This one is the one that felt comfortable in my hand. I feel like even if you have smaller hands, like I kept comparing bigger hands to smaller hands, I feel like if you have slightly smaller hands, they're not quite as big as mine, this one still is going to feel really nice, and you're not going to have the extra potential agitation of pressing your thumb up against the side of the plastic. So if you're in the market for one of these golf trainers, you want to improve your game, improve your golf grip, or just get slightly better so that you don't look terrible out on the golf course, these are the two that I tried out today, the Skills SKLZ. This one was honharo. For me, the honharo is the clear-cut winner. This one isn't terrible, but I mean, if you've got the options, honharo is the way to go. I hope you guys like this video. Thanks.